Yo, this is Anam. You are now listening to The Rodriguez Show on Hits 101 Radio.
And we are back on The Rodriguez Show here on Hits 101 Radio. And that was a blessing. Mondo just played that. And now we have our first special guest of the episode. It's Megan and Tonalli from Artists Tell a Vision. Arts Tell -a-vision, like you're telling somebody your vision. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Absolutely.
How are you guys today?
Yeah.
We're doing well.
Good?
We actually were working on the project today.
Yeah, I heard you guys came from recording today. How did that go?
Really well. Well, there was a couple. We did Miguel's final song for his episode.
Released that today.
Yeah. And we were just recording Daniel Levin's.
Nice.
And we were recording it at his studio in Santa Ana.
Oh, okay. So was this not an outdoor episode?
No, this was at his own studio space.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're gonna talk about the show. It's on YouTube. You can look it up. It's Arts Stella Vision. We'll post. I don't know. Sorry. How do you say it? ArtSellaVision on Instagram, and we'll post a link. And if you're watching the video, you have the Instagram right there. It's on YouTube, and you have a couple episodes out with some great artists. Some we've featured on the show, like Marcelina. Check that out. But first, you guys met because both of you guys make music or have play an instrument, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you?
Multiple, actually.
Yeah. We're both multi-instrumentalists.
How did you decide I want to make music? Each of you can answer this question.
Me first? Okay. So I've been pretty much doing music my whole life. I've been singing since I was a kid. I don't really have any memories where music wasn't involved. And then I picked up clarinet in 5th grade. And then I started doing the choir and bands in middle school. And then in high school, I stuck with those instruments, but I also learned to play other things. So I was self-taught in guitar and bass and jazz band. And I did wind symphony under clarinet, learned bass clarinet, learned how to play tuba and do sousaphone in marching band.
Wow.
And then... Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. I've done a bunch of honor choirs as a kid. I did All Southern and All State, and I don't know, it was always a really big passion of mine, but I didn't really see it as a career option until later on in life. And then when I was in community college, I was both in the master chorale at Irvine Valley, and I was in the wind ensemble. Yeah. I was playing bass clarinet, and actually Tonalli is playing bari sax, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were just friends for a couple years.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you get to that point? How did you get to the point where you were playing?
Well, see, like Megan, you're like deep in it, right? You said, I like what you said. You have no memories without music in them.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I was kind of tricked into it by my mom.
What?
So check this out, right? My mom always wanted me like involved in something, and she was always like afraid I was gonna end up in gangs or whatever. So one day she kept telling me about like music lessons, art lessons, all this stuff, and I was like nah. And one day we were riding home from school, and I really needed to go to the bathroom, right? And it just so happened she was like, I know a place. I'll just pull over right now. Yeah. And so like I run to the back of the place, I go to the bathroom, and by the time I come out, I was signed up at this school where I didn't even realize we were at. It was like this little art school.
Yeah.
She signed me up for like 5 classes, like
what?
arts, piano, like percussion, everything, dude.
That's
like,
why you play everything.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
And like I've been stuck with it ever since.
Yeah.
You know? I started with percussion and piano, and a little bit of singing and a little bit of writing, and then I did clarinet after that. Ooh. And in high school I picked up guitar. And I was always like trying to like get to tenor saxophone because John Coltrane, I always wanted that, and like they wouldn't give me it. They're like, nah, you're too small. Here's a clarinet.
Wow, that's crazy. I wish my parents tricked me into doing that too.
That's a really cool story. It's much better than mine.
Yeah, that's like wow. They forced me, but now I've come so far.
I know,
Like Tonalli's a teacher.
I know.
And he's a sound engineer.
Now you're tricking kids into doing
that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just a music wizard.
That's basically been my plan all along.
Music wizard. So you guys meet, and then you're in a couple bands, right?
Yeah. So last year, I would say, like after Halloween, we started Free Tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah. which is pretty cool.
Which is a fun name to name something that you have to put on a flyer and people always show up expecting.
Shout out to Pope.
Yeah. So the story behind that is I used to live in Pomona. Because I went to Cal Poly and studied computer engineering, which is beside the point.
Oh my
but anyway,
God.
Yeah, I know, I'm a secret nerd. So anyway, I would host parties at my house and just invite bands over. And I invited Pope and his wife, Sasha, fiance at the time. And now they have a kid.
Yeah.
Kai's so
Wow.
cool. Yeah, no, our band history goes a long way. And they're like old friends of mine who throw like crazy ragers. They live across the street from the Balboa Peninsula. It's really awesome. But anyway, they came to my house. Tonalli came to my house, and Emily came to my house, and we all just started jamming, and we really loved it. And you know, we started a really good friendship, and then that was even more fortified with the like musical relationship that we started to develop with each other.
Yeah.
And then we started playing some shows, and you know, we have a Dia de los Muertos theme, and we have a lot of fun with it. But we also like just want to be respectful of it.
Yeah.
You know, just because I feel like a lot of the times people confuse cultural appropriation with cultural appreciation.
Yeah.
And considering that all of us are pretty much brown,
Yeah.
you know, like we want to represent that.
Yeah.
And just have
That
fun
makes
with
sense.
it, you know?
You gotta toe the line, right, to appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes
Exactly.
sense. So, how did you decide to make the show together, to make the series?
I always wanted to start this project, and I just didn't like quite. I always felt like I didn't quite have the skills, but then like I had to like take a good look at myself. Like, well, damn, I know how to do everything. I just need someone to help me, honestly. You know.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to Megan. I sent her a text. You probably still have it.
Yeah, I still have it on my phone, and it's sometime in
It was
June.
like June, and so we were talking about it, planning it out, and like by exactly a month later, we pretty much launched it. You know, it was incredible.
Yeah, it really was. And what really helped facilitate that idea was we decided to get a lockout space in Santa Ana
Oh, okay.
with some of our bandmates from, you know, different bands. We have like a really good community, and we realized that there was so much talent coming in and out of those doors, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, what better way to help them and to help us by sharing their music, you know.
And we had this problem, like me personally, I was just like, oh, we know all these people and they have such dope music, but they don't have anything out on like Spotify, no CDs out or whatever.
They have nowhere to be reached.
Right.
Yeah, and they're starting out, you know.
And this would be just a great way to just be able to showcase them on the fly, you know?
Yeah, just create a platform.
You're essentially making a music video for the performance.
Exactly.
Essentially.
Yeah, and we're doing interviews just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you guys release that since you started in June? What was the plan to do, like, one a month or?
No.
It was way we were like way more ambitious. We were doing 3 every week.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
3 videos every week, so
3
it'd be
videos,
one
okay.
artist a week.
Yeah, one artist a week.
And you just spread it
Like
out.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, yeah.
Yeah, and like a preview on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was very rigorous and super ambitious.
Yeah.
We even got to filming 21 episodes.
22 actually.
22? Yeah, you're right. I was counting it. And then, so Miguel Polito's episode is number 6. And then something happened at that period of time. Like, because we were on schedule. We were releasing every week.
Yeah.
But,
Well, like, we were pushing ourselves a lot. And me personally, too, you know. We had this, like, deadline to hit before we could start working on your album, you know.
Well, no, actually, like, I filmed my own episode of Arts Television in my room in my old house.
Yeah.
And that was going to be
The next
episode.
episode.
Like, the next week.
Yeah, number 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're still on number 6 since then. you know?
Yeah.
And like it was just a lot to deal with. Like I had that, 2 bands and a couple jobs. You know, I made the count last week. Actually, I was like, oh shit, I have 6 jobs. You know?
Essentially, because whatever project you take on is a job, even if you're
no, on top of all
You
of
have
that.
like-
6 other jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
6 other jobs outside of musical projects.
What?
Because I teach at privately and like at 2 schools, and I also have sound engineering jobs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, he works at Purge and Mrs. Fish.
out in downtown LA.
Yeah.
How do you keep up with all this stuff you
I know, this man's a
just
music
have to,
wizard.
Like,
I told
schedule everything, be like really on
I
it.
thought I had it back. I'm like, I got some free time right now.
you. Yeah.
I gave up video games. All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we're busy
I couldn't
people,
do that.
for sure. But luckily, like, we're such a good team. And, you know, like,
Yeah.
I think whatever I'm lacking in, he makes up for, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, like, just long story short, we lost some footage.
All of the footage, all of it. Like, I was traveling up to LA, and it was just one of those days where I was like super tired, just like sleepy and stuff, and just trying to like get through the day and stuff. And I stopped at this gas station, right? And I had like everything in there. I had this backpack, you know, like my laptop, a couple hard drives, and like some equipment in there.
Yeah.
And like the worst part of it was like that morning I bought a new hard drive to be able to back that up, because she'd been bugging me about it.
That's
I was like,
true.
I felt so bad. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I left all that in that backpack, and someone just swiped it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
shit.
horrible. I was really mad because, you know, it was very, like, it wasn't like someone stole it out of a car or anything.
Yeah.
It was just, like, out. And, you know, my episode was on it, and it was extremely personal because it was shot in my room. And,
It was precious, you know?
like, that's a part of me that I'm never going to get back, you know?
Yeah.
And for a long time, I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I had a real big problem with Tonalli. Like, it's just crazy because it's like Tonalli is not only my business partner, my creative partner, he's my best friend.
Yeah.
So there's definitely like a moment in time where I was just like, fuck,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So how
But-
did you guys get to this point now?
Well, like, you just have to realize at the end of the day, we're all human.
Yeah.
And honestly, it turned out as a blessing in disguise
Yeah.
because, you know, we shot 22 episodes
Yeah.
all in the course of like 2 months.
Yes. That's a lot.
It's a lot of work, and I definitely felt like that work was just really rushed, and the two of us were doing all the work, and it wasn't really collaboration. You know, we definitely believe in collaboration over competition, and we can't call it a collaborative project if, you know, it's just the two of us working on it.
Yeah.
So we enlisted the help of, you know, our friends Eldar and Ash. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
And for Miguel's episode, Miguel and Claire helped edit. And we're just gonna try to have more people like have their hands on, you know, like we're gonna try to shoot at locations that are more comfortable with the artists, because we want them to tell their vision in their own space, you know, as long as they open that up to us. And it's the other reason why it's a blessing in disguise is because like it finally gave me time to focus on myself.
Yeah.
Because like I'm the type of person like I'd rather go out of my way for other people instead of focus on myself, and a lot of that just had to deal with my personal insecurities.
And it makes sense. Sometimes you have to take care of yourself, and collaboration with other people helping you make the project is worth it. That's why we, over the years, when we got started getting people helping us too, you know, because it's a lot to do, even a weekly thing. And you guys had 22 in 2 months, which is way more than we would even think about doing. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So now what do you have coming up? Do you have some episodes lined up, or what's the plan now?
Yeah, we got a couple episodes lined up. Both of them named Daniel.
Oh yeah, we have two Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Levin, and then who was the other one?
Walton. This guy I met out in LA. He was a touring musician. He was there solo, actually, from Canada.
Yeah.
And I met him, made really good friends with him. And I was like, dude, let's record an episode. And
he did it by himself too.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there, so I'm really proud of you.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so that comes out every week, or is that next week, or?
Well, it's just kind of tricky considering we lost so much footage.
Yeah.
We're trying really hard to reschedule everybody's episode, but you know, like people's schedules just constantly butt heads. Like, and the only unfortunate thing about, you know, being really inclusive and just collaborating a bunch is that, you know, more risk, more conflict, you know, more scheduling that you have to account for.
It's a little slower too, you know?
It's a little slower, but like honestly, the end result makes it so worth it. Like the process becomes so much better.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the week, or at the end of the cycle where you have the episode out, you're like, wow, look at this, look what we did. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And it just started because Tonalli texted me and was like, hey, like, let's start this, you know? And we just ran with it.
I think next what we're going to do is, well, we're just going to try to like position ourselves to where we can get back to that, you know, putting them out every week, you know. but also like reach out to our community here and really, you know, ask for more help. Honestly, like, yeah, we want like more people involved, more like video editors, more cameramen, more like even people like photographers, you know. And also like help with like our Patreon, you know. We're just trying to recover like anything we lost, you know.
Yeah, we need to launch that. It's another thing we need to just talk about.
Yeah. We made it actually right at the beginning of this project.
Yeah, we did. We were like, when are we gonna use this? Well, this is a pretty good time.
Time to use it.
Or like a
exactly.
GoFundMe or something.
Right.
So, find it. Yeah, you could get people subscribing you for a couple dollars a month, and it'll help you out.
Exactly.
Long.
Yeah, and we don't even ask a lot from, you know, the artists that we choose to work with. All we do is ask them for like a very small donation per person in the video.
Yeah.
And it's extremely reasonable.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, all right. So YouTube Arts Tell a Vision on YouTube. Find them. We'll post links to the channel. I wanted to give you a chance to talk about your event you have coming up. You have a release, right? Talk about that.
Yes. Okay, cool. So, you know, due to losing the footage and everything, it gave an opportunity for me to focus on myself. So I've been working on my album entitled Origin Story.
Nice.
So it's my debut, so I thought it was really fitting, and I'm like super into comic books and stuff like that. Well, that's coming out Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
Next month.
December 13th.
Yes, and then the day after is my album release party. And it's just a crazy fat lineup with just amazing bands. And there's going to be a bunch of vendors there, too, selling their art. There's also going to be an acoustic open mic after the lineup. There's going to be like a white elephant gift exchange and an ugly sweater party at the contest. Yeah, there's going to be a contest as well. So like there's just going to be a lot of things. And the reason why I planned it out like that is because I think it's a huge deal. You know, I put so much time and love and effort into it. And I want to share it with people, and I want to do it my way, which in my way just includes everybody.
Yeah.
It's a lot of coordinating. It's a lot of organizing. But that's the stuff that I love.
Yeah.
You know.
It's fun because it pays off, just like the projects pay off the videos you do, the events. There's so much work, but once you're in it and then it's over, you're like, wow, I did this, and you want to make a big deal out of it because you're the only one that it's your project and you got to push it as hard as you can. So,
but yeah,
you know, it's a big party.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, it's like yours. It's my baby.
Yeah,
you know, like I just recently.
Here's my baby.
Yeah. But yeah, I just put out my first single called Right Moves. It's out everywhere. And I have a link to my bio in my Instagram. And I'm going to be releasing a music video on Friday. Maybe two. We'll see. And another single like the following Friday, and then the full CD with like the merch and like just all the streaming platforms. Yeah, on the 13th. And I'm very, very excited. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break for myself because I want to enjoy the holidays. And I'm going to try to go to Hawaii and just escape from everything because, you know, like I'm not exaggerating. I talk to 20 plus people a day.
Yeah.
Just because I'm constantly working on.
Oh yeah, no, I hate to talk to people. Yeah,
you know, and like
except for in this situation.
I love talking to people, but you know, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And you know, like I'm not gonna lie, I don't think most people can handle my workload.
Yeah.
And what like I go through, like fuck, like same thing with Tonalli. I don't know how this guy does it all, but he does.
Yeah,
and
6 jobs.
Respect that, you know. Like I'm not working right now.
Yeah.
I'm just straight up putting all my time and effort on arts television and my album and just all the other musical projects I'm in, the bands I'm in. You know, I'll fill in on bass for people nowadays. So.
Well, shout out to you, man. Keep doing it because that's the only way it's gonna happen. Is we just gotta keep pushing. Yeah. So before we let you guys go, we have this segment called 60 Seconds With, but because there's 2 of you, let's just do 120 seconds with. Tonalli, we'll let you go first on these questions.
All right.
120 seconds. Do we have the timer? You have the camera ready. I'll have the timer right here. When you hear this, it's over. All right, you guys ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2. Favorite comic book character?
Spider-Man.
What's your favorite comic book character?
Spider-Man.
Favorite song right now?
Stay Together. I was singing it today. Actually.
Oh yeah, by Al Green. We do that together.
Yeah.
Mine is Why I Love the Moon by Phony People.
Nice. One word to describe you in high school.
See, I want to say introvert, but that's not really true.
You were out
I
there.
like how pensive
like-
you are.
It's just like very hot and cold. I can go with that.
Cool.
Hot and cold, one word. Energy.
Do you have a least favorite song?
No, actually, no. None at
No
all.
least favorite song.
No.
What about you?
No,
No least favorite
I
song.
love all music.
First CD you ever bought with your own money. You went to the store and you were like, "This is my
Blue
CD."
Train, John Coltrane.
There you go.
Georgia Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
You never bought a CD until Georgia Smith started releasing?
No, because I would always receive them as gifts, and then my
Oh,
parents
got it.
had like a huge CD collection as well.
Yeah.
So I was just very lucky. Got it.
Georgia Smith, shout out. First song you illegally downloaded.
Probably a Mars Volta song.
Did you ever illegally download music?
No, I would listen to everything on YouTube and SoundCloud. I technically don't even have an account for anything right now, like except for
Off the grid.
SoundCloud. Yeah, like
Yeah.
legit. I'm like a working musician. Like I just listen to everybody because I signed in people's accounts.
See, I'm a couple years older, so YouTube didn't exactly have the selection it did.
Favorite or favorite non-hip hop genre? So any hip hop, any genre of music that you like.
Future Soul.
Does R&B count?
Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
Yeah. And then favorite thing about music.
It brings people together so easily.
Me.
Ditto.
And that was it. A little bit over. You didn't make it. I just gave you the last couple seconds.
Oh dang!
Thank you guys for being here. Follow them. Arts Television. We'll post a link, and that's it. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, Mondo, take it away. We got more music, and we got another special guest after this. Let's get it.
I was at 714 share the Rodriguez show. Y'all heard me?